Good morning and welcome to Stretch Saturday. Okay, let's make a start. Oh, and I've just been given a Santa hat. Well, it's for next week, but I think I might as well do it today. Okay, we're just going to get ourselves into a space ready just to stretch off. We're going to start off by just raising our arms up to the side, all the way up. If you want, you can switch your feet, switch your weight onto each foot. So as you're moving your kind of arms up, you're also kind of just moving your body as well. So all up to the ceiling, right down. Okay, we're going to now move it into, bringing the arms into big round circles. Both sides. Nice big round circles. And then going the opposite direction, going backwards. Excellent. Okay. Now bring our arms one to each side. We're going to turn our hand over so the palm faces up and push our body over towards the arm. We're going to turn that face down. The other arm will face up and push to the other side. And then we're going to continue that motion. Both sides. Make it a nice fluid motion all the way across. It's almost like you're trying to reach out without taking your feet off the ground. Okay. So back to the middle. We're now going to do our elbows. Sometimes it helps to have our thumbs pointed out. We're going to bring our elbows up and round in a great big circle. That's it. Nice big elbow rotations. And then the opposite direction. Okay. Bring our arms down. Then we're going to use our shoulders. We're going to shrug our shoulders. Try and bring our shoulders to our ears. All the way up. Sit. All the way up. Now we're going to bring our shoulders forwards. So squeezing our chest. And as we feel our chest squeeze, feel our back expand. Sit all the way around. And then the opposite direction. So roll them around. So your chest expands and your back squeezes all the way. That's it. All around. Okay, moving slightly down now. Put hands together. Just going to do some trunk rotations. Twist all the way around. So you can see who's behind us. And then all the way around the other side. All the way around. And then once again. Good morning, Jason.
Morning.
All the way around. And then all around the other side. That's it. Nice big movements. Now we're going to move into our hips. So I'm going to do some hip flicks, side to side. It's a real positive motion, mainly coming from our hips. That's it, both sides. Okay. From there, we're going to move in some pelvic tilts. So for that, we're going to move our backside backwards and then all the way forwards. All the way backwards. Forwards. Feel that stretch down your quads, down your chest, down your stomach. A whole lot. Nice. Big motions, big stretching movements. Okay. And then from there, we're going to move into rotations at our hips. So great big rotating motions. The way David McConaughey taught me to do this is he says, just imagine you're in a box And the only way to make the box bigger is by moving your hips around to make it the biggest box you can possibly be in. So nice big rotations. Now the opposite direction. Again, nice big rotations all the way around. That's it, all the way. Right. From there, going to bring our feet together. Move our hands to our knees. Morning, Mark. I'm going to go for some knee rotations. So big round circles. That's it. If you're like me, you've got a little bit of cracking going on your knees. That's quite normal. Okay, and the opposite direction. That's it, all the way around. Okay, standing up straight. If you need to hold on to something, do so. We're going to go do some ankle rotations. So we're going to take our first foot. Just go around in a great big circle with your ankle. Start off in one direction, not the band, and in the opposite direction. Okay. And switch to the other foot. Circle in one direction. And then into the opposite direction. Okay. Right, I'm going to move on to our hands now. So we're going to do our wrists. So palms facing up and palms facing down. We're going to go for a crazy day in the office. So flick the wrists. Get all those emails out, get rid of all that kind of junk that you've got to do. Finish off your next book, Jason. There you go, it's going. Turn your palms up. Same again, just flick those wrists. And palms back down.
I finished my next book, it would be more like this.
Very true, yours are photographs, yes. Okay, bring your elbows and your arms together, interlock your fingers. I want you to roll your wrist. Roll your wrist. What you'll find is you'll naturally go in one direction. So just go with it, whichever way it is. I want you to go faster, and faster, and faster, even faster. I say slow it down now, slow it down. Okay, I want to go in the opposite direction now. And I'll feel a bit more clunky. That's all normal. Because we have a more dominant side and a recessive side. So some of us are left-handed, some of us are right-handed. So it's good to work at both sides, exercise both sides. See if you can go a bit faster. With your more recessive side, it might feel a bit more clunky. So you can get a little bit quicker. I'm losing coordination here. Okay, and slow it back down. Right, now we're going to move up to our head and our neck. We're going to do our atlas and axis joints. So just tilt your head as if you're trying to get your ear to your shoulder without raising your shoulders. And then to the other side, just nice and gently. Don't push it too much. Just so you get a nice stretch. That's it. And to the other side. And back to the other side again. Bring it back to neutral. I'm just going to nod our head. So look down at the floor. Look up at the ceiling. Floor. Ceiling. It's like being back in junior school. Floor. Ceiling. Okay. Bring your head back into neutral again. I'm just going to look left and look right. So it is looking left and right. Just feel that stretch down our neck. Okay, right, let's check that off. We're going to move into our stretching now. So we're going to stretch each muscle off as a separate muscle group. We're going to start off with our chest. So if we remember, our chest is that pectoral muscles, like the anchor at your sternum, and they kind of look like a fan shape, go all the way across the top of your body, and then they come together just under your arm. So if you actually just lift your arm up, if you tense your chest and so you squeeze your chest down, you should feel that's like muscle group here, just like really pull in as if it's trying to pull your arm in. Do you feel that, yes or no? Yep, awesome. Right, so what we're going to do to stretch it is going to apply some pressure that helps us to push this back, make this bit stretch out a bit more. So we're going to do that by finding a place on the wall, place our hand against it. What I find works for me, and again, have a play with yourself, is if I place my heel and hand as if it's facing the direction that I want to go in. So as I bend, that's pushing that direction. But that works for me. See, have a adjust and see which bits work for you as well. Get yourself into position. And then what we're going to do is just put a little bit of pressure on there, so feel it stretch this muscle, this pectoral muscle. You feel that stretch? Yes? Hold it. And release. We're going to do the same again. We're going to do the stretch for another 15 seconds. So find that stretch point, push that a little bit more, hold it, and release. Okay, do exactly the same on the other arm. So I can do the other half of the pectoral muscles. Find your stretch point and hold it. And release. And then again, find that stretch point, push that a little bit more and hold it. And release. Okay. So hopefully you've been feeling that stretch just down your pectoral muscles there. We're going to do a very similar stretch, but now we're going to do it for the biceps. So if you remember the bicep muscle, it starts on your shoulder, extends down the front of your arm, and then finishes about your elbow. That's specifically as you squeeze your bicep, it lifts your arm up. So we're looking to stretch this one. We're looking at almost pushing our arm back so the elbow goes back. So less about pushing from the chest, more about pushing from the elbow. So it's to keep a more straight arm and push into the arm. Exactly the same motion. So we're going to put the heel of the arm facing the direction that we want to go in, but this time we're pushing against the arm itself rather than the chest. So same position again, hold it against the wall. And again, push. So lock your arm in, less about bending for your chest and more about just like pushing against your arm. You found that? Yes or no? Yep. Okay, we'll hold it. And release. And then one more time. Push into it. And hold it. And release. Okay. Same on the other side, the other arm. So again, make sure your arms facing forwards. Concentrate on stretching your arm. So position your body so you've got the stretch in your bicep. And hold it. and release. One more time. Find the stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, shake our arms off. We're going to move our attention now to the back of our arms, to our triceps. So again, our triceps origin point above our shoulder, comes all the way down the back of our arm and anchors by our elbow. And that's the piece that allows our arm to extend back down. So for us to stretch it, we need to bring our arm the opposite way to sort of lengthen that muscle. So there's two different ways of doing that. First method is we can put our arm above our head and bring the other hand, apply some pressure to push the elbow down our backs. As we do so, we should feel that down our tricep. Alternatively, if you can link your hands together and you can pull your arm down. So whichever way works for you, get yourself into position. We're going to do our first one. So find your stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay. Find the stretch point again. This time push that a little bit more and hold it. And release. Okay. Now we're going to switch arms and do exactly the same on the other arm. So find that stretch point and hold it. And release. And one more time. Find that stretch point. Put a little bit more pressure and hold it. And release. Okay, so that's our arms done. So let's continue on with the upper body theme. We're going to go do our back. So remember, the main muscle we tend to work with on our back is our lats. So that's a big muscle that goes down each side. So there's two sets of movements we're going to do for this. The first one, we're going to bring our arms up over our head, then grab hold of our wrist, and as if we're trying to pull our arm down to our side, just bending down our side. We should feel that stretch all the way down this side. Once we're in that position, hold it. And release. Okay, one more time. Grab hold of your wrist, pull your body over, and hold it. And release. Unsurprisingly, we're going to do the same on the other side. So arm over, grab hold of our wrist, pull our body over, all the way around. Find the stretch point and hold it. And release. And again, one more time. Arm up, all the way down. And hold it. And release. Okay. Our next one looks a little bit like diving. So we're going to bring our arms over our head. And what we're going to do is bring our body all the way down, stretching our back out as far as we can. So get ourselves back into position, all the way down. Again, feel like you're trying to stretch out for the floor. Doesn't matter if you can't touch the floor, just that kind of stretch towards it. And hold it. And release. And one more time. Arms up, and all the way down. Okay, push yourself out a little bit further and hold it. And release. Okay. So that's our back done. Now we're going to look at our shoulders. So our shoulder muscles, the ones we're looking here at is two sides. We've got three lots of shoulder muscles. You've got your anterior delts, which are down the front, your medial delts that go along the top of your shoulder, and you've got your rear delts that go on the back. So we're looking to try and stretch out our medial delts and our rear delts with this exercise. Key for this, you want to keep your shoulder down. You don't want to bring your shoulder up. And as you bring your arm across your body, what we're going to then do is we're going to hook our arm underneath it and hug our arm in. If you're finding you need more of a stretch, you can always grab hold of your shoulder as you do this and pull it in from your shoulder. Once you find your stretch spot, hold it. You okay there, Jason? Bring your arm across. That's it. You feel the stretch? Okay, hold it. And release. Same again, all the way back across. Bring it in. Really hug it in. And hold it. And release. Okay, now just do the same with the other side. Bring our arm across. Really squeeze, feel a stretch, and hold it. And release. And one more time, all the way across. Hold it. And release. Okay, so that's our upper body done. Now we're going to move down to our lower body. We're going to start off with a stretch for our quads. If you need to hold on to something for balance, do so. The idea with quads is this anchor point is up by your hips and extending down to your knees. And the idea with the quads is they provide that real stepping motion used for locomotion. So from this position, which is where you squeeze your hamstring, when you squeeze your quads, you bring your legs straight. So to stretch them, we need to bring our leg up. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our heel to our bottom and get a stretch in our quad down the front. Okay, if you're finding that you've got your heel to your bottom, it's not giving you too much of a stretch, then just tilt your body forwards and you'll find you'll get more of a stretch. Okay, find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, then one more time. So our bottom, find the stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, and the same with our other leg. So bring our heel to our bottom. Find our stretch point and hold it. And release. And one more time. Heel to our bottom. Find our stretch point. Push that a little bit more and hold it. And release. Okay. Now we're going to go for a stretch that helps to stretch out our hamstrings and our calves. Some people call it the runner stretch. So we're going to take a step forward with one leg. Bending our other leg, we're going to tip our foot and pull it towards us. As we do so, we're also going to apply a little bit of pressure just above the knee to feel that stretch going down the back of your hamstring and down the back of your calf. Find the stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, so one more time. Step out, pull your toes up, drop your rear knee, put your hands just above your kneecap, apply a little bit of pressure, and hold it. And release. Okay, switching legs. So again, step out, toes up, drop your knee, hand just above your kneecap, apply a bit of pressure, hold it. And release. Okay, one more time. Out. Pull the toes, bit of pressure, and hold it. And release. Okay. Right, for this one, we're going to go to the ground as we start to stretch off our back, our arms, etc. And chest, back and chest really. Okay, so as we lay down on our back, you need enough space to form like a T shape. So your hands and arms are just either side of your body. What I'd like you to do is take one leg, pass it over the other leg, and just tuck the foot under the knee or as close to your knee as you can. Now, without raising your shoulders off the ground, I want you to continue to rotate your body and so you can get your knee as close to the ground as you can. For some people, this will be really good. For some people, it would be still really good stretch, but maybe not quite as close to the ground. The key here is the stretch feeling. You should feel a stretch all the way down through your glutes and actually through your chest as well. You'll feel it in your pectorals and your serratus. Find that spot and hold it. And release. So same again. Push our leg over. Keep our arms on the ground. Our shoulders on the ground. Okay. And hold it. And release. Back to normal. Put that leg down. Raise your other leg. Bring it over the top of the one that's lying down, and tuck the foot underneath the kneecap, underneath your knee. And then from there, continue that rotation again with your shoulders on the ground. See how close you can get your knee to the ground. Once you've found a stretch, hold it. And release. Okay, one more time. Push that knee back over. And again, once you've found that stretch point, you push it a little bit more, but without raising your shoulders off the ground. And hold it. And release. Okay. From there, we're going to go into our fronts, onto all fours. So with our knees and our hands on the ground. Okay. And we're going to do like an angry cat stretch and the cow stretch. So again, if you can imagine there's a string passing straight through your back that ties onto where your belly button is. And as you pull that string, you're pulling your back up. You bring your head down between your elbows. Really feel like someone's trying to pull that belly button through your back. When you find that big stretch point, just hold it. Okay, and now I'm going to reverse it. We're going to pull that string, pull our belly button as close to the ground as we can. Bring our head up, almost looking up towards the ceiling. Feel the arch in your back. It goes the other way. And hold it. Okay, and reverse again back into angry cat mode. So bringing your back all the way up as if someone's pulling that string. Head down between your arms. Really feel the big arch in your back. And hold it. Okay, and inverting that as we pull the string. Bring that head up, the back arch is in the opposite direction. And we hold it. Okay, relax down for that one. Okay, the next one we're going to do, the chiropractor taught me this, called it the Superman pose. So we're going to bring your right arm and your left leg up. You're going to point your toes, point your fingers. And I want you to stretch out, make your body as long as you can. So try and touch either wall. Touch the one wall in front of you with your fingers and the one wall behind you with your toes. So stretch out. Okay, and then switch. We're going to do it with the other. So with your left arm and your right leg. Again, try and stretch out, touch either side of the room. Okay, and just hold it. Okay, and down, and then back to the first one. So your right arm and your left leg. So stretch out. Okay, and then back to your left arm and your right leg. And stretch out all the way. Okay. And that's it. Stand up. That is the end of our stretch session. Grab yourself a drink. How did that feel? All good? Fabulous. All right, well, next week is obviously Christmas week, so whatever's happening, enjoy your Christmas Day, enjoy Boxing Day. We'll be back on Wednesday, so we'll do Core Wednesday, straight after all that Christmas pudding. Sounds like torture already. And then upper body Thursday, lower body Friday, and we'll do another stretch Saturday on Saturday, ready for the new year. In the meantime, have an absolutely super time, whatever it is you're doing with friends, with family. Even if you're just having a nice one by yourselves, just have an absolutely super few days ahead. And we'll see
you too.
Sorry?
Good time, everyone.
I said you too.
Oh, we will do. Thank you.
But are you planning now, Martin, to do Stretch Saturday nearly every Saturday? I thought it was once per month.
No, we usually try and do it once per month, but it's just we've not had a few for a long, long while, so I thought, well, we'll do 2 this week. But no, we'll try and aim to it once per month. But he says that January and February isn't going to happen.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right.
Sarah said my diary can be reshuffled. I'll have a chat with her and find out what she's thoughts are. All right.
Well done, Sarah.
Thanks, guys.
Merry Christmas, all.
There you go.
Bye-bye for now.